Okay, right now I am in $1.2 million in profit, and yes, I showed you these trades while I was in a loss. I showed you these trades whenever I was not even entered, and now I exactly, of course, predicted this reversal on Bitcoin. I've seen it coming, but more importantly, I want to talk about where the Bitcoin top is going to be in here, what my price targets are for these trades here, because yes, we are right now seeing the next breakout take place on Bitcoin, but when is it going to be stopping? I want to be exactly talk about that here. Also, if we look back to 2017, we actually saw a major blow off top after the rate cuts came in. So I want to talk about this, about where I want to be taking aggressive profits on my Bitcoin trade, and so much more on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in today's update video. So first of all, I want to be mentioning the fact that yes, I showed these trades a long time ago. First of all, in my Telegram group, where I showed everyone I was taking profits on my Bitcoin long position on $118,000, and I was saying that I'm going to scale in towards Bitcoin in new long positions from 110k all the way down to about $109,000. Then of course, we exactly ordered these trades here, and there were some days indeed we were underwater, like you can see on my YouTube page. But of course, I remain to be having the confidence in the structure. I had the confidence in what I was seeing, and now the trades are in about $1.2 million in profit. So if anyone did join, congratulations. But of course, the big question is, what is going to be happening next? Because now what we are clearly seeing is a reversal on the lower time frames. Bitcoin confirmed the bottom, and now we are breaking above the previous high and seeing this continuation towards the upside. And honestly, the price target of this slight little breakout we're currently seeing on the lower time frames is going to be bringing us most likely all the way up to about $119,000. I also do think this CME gap we talked about many times before here is going to be quite inevitably going to get filled up eventually, and I think it's going to be a matter of time before we're going to be doing so, of course. But ultimately, Bitcoin reversed here on the lower time frames and also confirmed the breakout of the falling wedge pattern. A falling wedge pattern is a typical bullish bias reversal pattern, which we are right now seeing playing out exactly right here. And of course, the price target for this exact pattern is laying around $123,000 for Bitcoin, and I really do think we're going to come towards that level. And of course, ultimately, I will be starting to take some aggressive profits around that resistance, but I will not take my full profit around that level yet here, because I personally think this trade I currently have open is going to be running ever so slightly higher. I mean, we of course are right now seeing the reversal. We are of course right now seeing the liquidity grab on the lower side, but where I will be taking my full profits on my trades that I currently have open is about $130,000. Why is that so? Is because I personally think that is where the top for Bitcoin is going to be in here. Ever since the bear market on Bitcoin, I have been saying that $137 to about $130,000 is going to be the bull market top for Bitcoin. And I am not going to be shifting my thoughts right now for that prediction I made all the way back in the bear market, because I do think with looking at the Fibonacci retracement, etc., it is going to be a very likely level. And also, if I'm going to be looking at this tweet from Mr. Crypto, guys, this is a very interesting data point here, because last time around in 2017, we got a rate cut, and after we got the rate cut in the market, Bitcoin surged with about 44%, but of course, that eventually marked the top for the market. And I think something similar could be happening again here, because you have to understand, rate cuts, they come because the economy is too weak. So maybe we're heading in towards the recession, and of course, if that is so, Bitcoin could potentially take a hit here. So I do think we're going to go in towards new highs in the upcoming period for the upcoming, what is it, 1.5, 2 months. But the top is going to come ever so slightly closer. Also, if I am going to be looking at the Bitcoin halving cycle indicator, you can clearly see, according to the timing in the previous Bitcoin bull markets, we have about 1.5 months left before historically Bitcoin tops out here. So I do want to be looking at this data as valid and important data. And of course, this data I will be very much taking in account for my current ongoing trades here. And guys, I do want to be mentioning the fact that currently You can also join the private Telegram group here, where of course I am giving every single day updates. And like you can see, people are absolutely printing in this group here, because it's not only me who's sharing trading setups, but it's also 5 other professional traders that are sharing their setups, which you can of course right now check out on. I mean, most of the setups are extremely profitable, and of course the group is absolutely printing. So if you want to be joining this group, guys, it's very simple to do so. Just go to the second link in today's video description, and if you then press on the second link, my private Telegram group here, guys, you can join it. And if you do so, you will be able to join. Super valuable. And of course, if you in general want to be trading on WeX, which is by far the best and cheapest exchange out there, there is right now insane deposit bonus running, because first of all, you will get a 25% fee rebate, which is making this the cheapest exchange to operate on of any cryptocurrency exchange out there. But also they will be matching 20% of your deposits as bonus to your account here, up to $30,000. That's very important to know. But guys, make sure to check it out. It's an insane campaign, so make sure to benefit while it is of course still available and up for the grabs here. And right now there's also a big decorrelation between Bitcoin and gold here. Gold of course absolutely skyrocketing. Bitcoin remains to be bearish, or not bearish, but boring, I should say. And yes, historically, whenever this happens, Bitcoin eventually tends to be catching up here. So ultimately also a great signal, which we are seeing over there. And then of course we are seeing the bullish divergence exactly playing out like we predicted. And of course, I do want to be mentioning the fact that Ethereum right now is also breaking outside of the falling wedge pattern. And ultimately, the entire altcoin market cap is looking very great here. This is the total tree, which is the total cryptocurrency market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we're creating an insane compression right here. And whenever this compression is going to be breaking out, we are going to be in for a massive breakout. And whenever this breakout takes place, obviously, it is going to be very great for altcoins. And the Bitcoin dominance chart, we talked about it so many times already, but it is primed for altcoin season. And that is why I think it's one of the worst timings to be fading this market. Also for Ethereum, we're seeing this bullish crossover on the stochastic RSI. I believe it's about to get ready for this next leg higher. Also, guys, I showed you my Bitcoin trade, but I also showed you on how I opened up this Ethereum trade, which is now even more than $600,000 in profit. And yeah, I am aiming for $6,000 Ethereum. And I do think if we're looking at the charts, it is literally about to be happening anytime soon here. The others compared to the others point dominance chart also looks primed for another breakout towards the upside. It is looking so similar like 2017. So super excited for what is about to be playing out next year. But guys, really, I would highly recommend and I would highly appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel right now here, because we have been absolutely crushing it with all the trades I've been sharing. I am literally showing everything step to step, fully transparent if I make a loss or if I make a profit. And of course, most recently, we've been absolutely printing. Also in July, making more than $3 million from an Ethereum trade from this massive leg towards the upside. And now we are printing again here. And honestly, it is going to be quite inevitable that Bitcoin is going to be running towards the top side. So guys, don't forget to join the private Telegram group, sign up an account to WeX to claim that insane bonus. But anyways, this is it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap up that like button, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.